IDEXX Laboratories was founded in December 1983 by David Shaw. From modest beginnings on the waterfront in Portland, Maine, the company quickly grew to be the worldwide leader in its markets with a staff of more than 6,000 people in dozens of locations around the world. This short video is intended as a tribute to the entrepreneurial team that founded and built this extraordinary company, taking it from an idea to success, with success defined as the creation of exceptional long-term value to benefit employees, customers, shareholders, and other stakeholders. IDEXX began life with a different company name. It was called IDEXX. The organization initially occupied a small facility on the Portland waterfront and was financed initially by Shaw's life savings and an initial investment by several venture capital firms led by Venrock Associates in New York City.
I'll always remember my first meeting with legendary venture capital investor Peter Crisp. Peter helped Lawrence Rockefeller and others create Venrock Associates. Over several decades, Venrock has funded some of the most iconic and game-changing companies of our time. One of these in 1978 was a $300,000 investment in Apple Computer. An investment by a highly respected source like Venrock was consistent with our vision of building a truly great company.
In June of 1984, David came into the Rockefeller office, which was on the 56th floor of 30 Rockefeller Plaza. David showed up looking very presentable, and he said that he would like to discuss his plans to form a new company that he hoped and expected would provide significant employment opportunities to people in the state of Maine. I was heading for Boston to the shuttle at LaGuardia, and I told her that I'd be happy to chat on the way going to the airport. David's and my ride was extraordinarily cordial. I was very impressed, and at the end of the ride, I suggested to him that he can come back the following week. He did that, and that meeting resulted in the initial financing of IDEXX. I have to say that our relationship throughout these many years has been extraordinarily cordial.
The founding team shared a view that modern science and new technology, including immunochemistry, could create an opportunity for a new generation of diagnostic products capable of delivering dramatically better information in the animal health world. Initial products were aimed at poultry and livestock applications where new diagnostic technology could improve the health of vast populations of animals raised for food. Soon, poultry and livestock producers around the world transformed their laboratories with IDEXX equipment and test kits that provided more accurate and timely information.
And I remember meeting Dave and Erwin Workman vividly, actually. Dave went through kind of vision, strategy, and implementation. And I can say with certitude that that meeting was the best meeting, the most memorable meeting I ever had in my career, and that spanned, by my count this morning, 4,500 one-on-one meetings with management team.
What Dave and the earliest team members created was a culture of entrepreneurial excellence focused on a singular overriding strategy to elevate the entire global worldwide veterinary industry.
Early IDEXX was different, and we all knew it even at that time. We were a tightly bound group, woven together by an immersive culture, a universal set of values, a mission to be the best, and of course, a phenomenal leadership team. It was an environment in which we gave our all, and in return, got back so much more.
But for me personally, IDEXX changed the game and redefined what it meant to go to work every day. The culture was a great big family.
It was a tribal, life-changing and life-enriching experience.
It was quite stunning, the fact that the company never felt that it had arrived, never felt any sense of complacency, never felt self-satisfied. It was always eager, hungry, humble, and active.
We had a 100% guarantee on quality. If anyone wasn't happy, we always took care of them.
It was really bringing together a family of great minds trying to accomplish a great vision that we had.
And there was no bounds in our thinking. We weren't bounded by past and the literature and all that stuff. We just continued to went on and created a whole new thing as a group.
To challenge traditional ways of doing things, work harder and smarter than the competition.
It was amazing to be part of a team that was completely unified at being the best at everything that we do in any market in which we compete.
There were all these experts around, world experts, and they were in meetings with me. I was chatting with them in the hallway. If I had a question, I could just ask them. It was an amazing experience.
We partnered with veterinarians worldwide to enable them to practice better medicine and improve the quality of lives for animals, pet owners, and veterinarians.
With veterinary medicine, there's been so many transformations, and IDEXX has been responsible for many of those. Certainly in the diagnostic arena, the vet test changed how we could test in-house. IDEXX literally transformed veterinary medicine through innovation and thinking out of the box.
It was and is an extraordinary organization that is a quintessential case study for how a group of highly talented, highly motivated, and exceptionally customer-focused people can transform an entire industry.
In those days, the idea of launching a technology startup in Portland, far from the major entrepreneurial centers, seemed risky and even audacious. But David persisted, and we all soon came to realize that Maine, as the founding location for what we then called Agritech, was a key driver in enabling the marvelously distinct and effective culture that became one of the company's greatest assets.
It is science and entrepreneurial-based companies like IDEXX Laboratories that shape the U.S. economy and essentially create whole new futures for communities all around this country.
And the second order effect is what other companies did it spin out, what other legacies did it create. That's first choice was a legacy company of IDEXX. And it's really transforming an industry, but it's also transforming a state, a location. Portland, Maine is probably now the veterinary health center of the world because of these companies.
The founding of IDEXX and the company's subsequent success marked the transition of the Maine economy from its 19th century roots in natural resources to its 21st century focus on science, technology, and innovation. Today, IDEXX is not only a worldwide leader in its markets, it is also a continuing source of inspiration to new businesses and new inventions in the state of Maine, and shows what is possible in the Maine economy.
Many of Maine's most entrepreneurial ventures today are derivatives of that IDEXX culture. They are led by, they are invested in, or they are founded by IDEXX alumni.
The remarkable success of IDEXX Laboratories illustrates the importance of the entrepreneur, the entrepreneurship support system, and the many benefits of that combination.
The induction of IDEXX into the Biotech Hall of Fame in 2007 is a tribute to the leadership of the founding team and the company's extraordinary impact on the world.
One thing our research of thousands of companies over the last 5 years and discussions with hundreds of CEOs has shown is that there were 3 factors that we found were the most important predictors of internal health of a company to grow sustainably and profitably. The first of these is what we call business insurgency. It is a sense that your business is building something that is special, maybe even transformational in its industry. And certainly IDEXX has done that. The second element that we found is what we called frontline obsession. MIT has shown, for example, in research, that about 92% of the innovative ideas that are commercialized, which is certainly central to IDEXX, actually came from working at the front line in understanding in detail the customer and ideas of people at the front line who are actually doing this. The third element of the founder's mentality is what we called owner's mindset. And I think IDEXX has done a very, very good job, both in how it's set up small units, in how it's distributed shares to all of the employees in its early years, and in the way it's created a real bond with the company.
We all work together every day to create a company culture with the kind of personality that we value in friends and neighbors and family, especially grandkids.
My name is David Shaw. I'm the founder of IDEXX Laboratories. What began as a tiny startup on the Portland waterfront 30 years ago has become the world leader in its business. That includes diagnostics and information systems to improve animal health and test for food and water safety. The company is a wonderful local example of the amazing things that can be accomplished by an inspired team harnessing new technology to benefit the world. I offer this video as a tribute to the early IDEXX team, to their entrepreneurial spirit, to their passion for delivering exceptional value to customers and other stakeholders, to their relentless commitment to our core values and principles supporting our success, to building a truly great company with game-changing products and services. Congratulations.